Fair justice, ethical governance, and responsible innovation are inalienable pillars of a just society. Navigating the legal landscape in the age of artificial intelligence is not merely a matter of regulatory compliance. It is our collective duty to ensure that AI serves humanity without compromising fundamental rights. The challenge is formidable, but so is our responsibility.
Artificial intelligence is changing the legal world, bringing both opportunities and challenges. AI is now used in legal research, contract analysis, and even decision making, raising important questions about fairness, accountability, and privacy. Laws must evolve to address issues like data protection, who is responsible for AI mistakes, and how to prevent bias in AI systems. At the same time, regulations should encourage innovation while protecting people's rights. As AI continues to grow, it is important to create clear legal rules to ensure that technology helps the legal system rather than creating new problems.
Today, we are all gathered here in this virtual platform for the 25th International Seminar on the topic Artificial Intelligence and the Law Navigating the Legal Landscape in the Age of Artificial Intelligence, conducted by Kerala Law Academy Law College in association with Center for Advanced Legal Studies and Research and IQAC KLA. The Academy remains at the forefront of the legal education, integrating innovative teaching methods and expert faculty to meet evolving challenges. With this milestone event, it reaffirms its legacy as a leading institution in the legal research and academia.
I extend a delightful evening to all those who are present here on this auspicious occasion. Today, we are blessed with the presence of several esteemed personalities on this virtual dais. Albert Einstein once said, "It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge." It is with great honor and respect that we welcome Giridhar V. Sir, Assistant Professor, Kerala Academy Law College, to this esteemed gathering. He is a distinguished legal scholar and an exceptional mentor. He has been a guiding force in the field of law, inspiring many through his insightful research and dedicated teaching. Sir, we are truly privileged to have you with us today. I now invite you to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
Thank you, Matthew and Vandana. Most esteemed Dr. Darivandu Udajando Sir, Associate Professor of Pajajaran University. Dr. M. Nagaratna Ma'am, Associate Professor of Law, National Law School, India, University, Bangalore. Advocate Nagaraj Narayanan Sir, Director of Kerala Law Academy Law College and member of Bar Council of Kerala. Professor Anil Kumar K. Sir, Director of Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs, and other distinguished invitees, teachers, participants, and my dear students. A warm welcome to one and all present here. I'm extremely proud to address you all on this auspicious valedictory function of the 25th International Seminar on Artificial Intelligence and the Law. Navigating the legal landscape in the age of artificial intelligence, put forward by Kerala Law Academy Law College and Center for Advanced Legal Studies and Research, CULSA, along with IQAC KLA. Over the course of this seminar, we have explored the profound intersection of AI and law, analyzing its challenges and opportunity and ethical implication. As AI continues to revolutionize industry's legal system worldwide, must adapt to address complex issues such as AI-driven decision-making, liability, intellectual property, privacy, and human rights. This seminar has provided a dynamic platform for thoughtful leaders, scholars, legal practitioners, and policymakers to engage in insightful discussions, fostering new perspective on regulating and leveraging AI responsibly. It's a matter of pride and privilege to welcome the legal dignitaries gathered here to participate in this event. Now, I would like to move on to the formal welcome address. It's our great pleasure to welcome Associate Professor Dr. Dantrivandu Budjando Sir, Associate Professor of University of Pajajaran, to this prestigious gathering as an expert specialist in information technology law and privacy. Sir brings with him an impressive 13 years of experience in the field. His experience spans a wide range of areas, including cyber law, telecom law, e-commerce law, digital economy law, data protection and cybersecurity law. Sir served as special advisory staff to the Ministry of Information, Communication Technology, Government of Indonesia from 2014 to 19, and later as special advisory staff to the Vice Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Government of Indonesia from 2019 to 25. In addition to his government role, Sir has also had a significant impact on the private sector. Sir has supervised co-founders of Indonesia's unicorns and decons in online transportation and digital payments, providing guidance on business models, stakeholders interaction, and market leadership. Sir's expertise in privacy, cybersecurity, and ransomware cases mitigation had been instrumental in shaping Indonesia's ICT landscape. Sir has also played a key role in the development of several top-notch regulations in ICT, including Law Number 11 of 2008 regarding electronic information and transactions. As an arbiter within the 15 years of experience, Sir has settled numerous high-profile cases in Bani Arbitration Center, Indonesia, including IT infrastructure, digital management, and corporate actions. Sir's academic credentials are equally impressive. He holds a doctoral degree in law from the United States of America, sponsored by Fulbright USA, and graduated summa cum laude. He is currently an associate professor in postgraduate faculty of law at the University of Pajajaran and a prominent author of ICT law books. It is our honor to have Dr. Dantrivandu Sir with us today, and we look forward to his invaluable insight and expertise. Please join us in extending our warm welcome to Dantrivandu Sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I take the privilege to welcome Dr. N. Nagaratna Ma'am, Associate Professor of Law, National Law School of India, University, Bangalore. Ma'am is a renowned expert in the field of law with a stellar academic record. Ma'am is gold medalist in BA LLB in 1999 and has secured 5 gold medals from Bangalore University. Ma'am's academic excellence is further underscored by her PhD in medical negligence laws and is currently pursuing her postdoctoral study on cybercrime investigation prosecution. With over 2 decades of teaching experience, Ma'am has established herself as a leading authority in her areas of expertise, which includes criminal laws, cyber laws, medical laws, and women-related laws. Ma'am's dedication to teaching and research has been recognized with numerous awards and fellowships, including the prestigious International Visitors Leadership Program by the US Consulate Office in 2017. Ma'am has received several prestigious awards, including the Rotary Club's Nation Building Award in 2022, Rising Women of India Award from the Friendship Forum in 2024, and the Outstanding Women Research in Criminal Law Award from the Venus International Foundation in 2024. In addition to her academic pursuits, Ma'am has contributed to various policies of the government and industries, including the Government of Karnataka's cybersecurity policy in 2024 and India's first BIS National Data Privacy Standard implemented by the Bureau of Indian Standards, Government of India in 2021. Ma'am has also authorized and edited several books on criminal laws and has written numerous chapters and articles published at the international and national levels. Ma'am's expertise has been sought by various training institutions, including the National Police Academy, where she trains officers of law enforcement agencies on criminal laws and cyber laws. Ma'am's association with various professional associations, including Indian Society of Criminology and the All India Law Teachers Congress, further underscores her commitment to the advancement of legal education and research. It is our honor to give Dr. N. Nagaratna Ma'am with us today, and we look forward to her invaluable insights and expertise. Please join us extending a warm welcome to Dr. N. Nagaratna Ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next, we have with us Advocate Nagaraj Narayanan sir, the Director of Kerala Law Academy Law College and member of Bar Council of Kerala. Sir's deep commitment to academic excellence is evident in every facet of his work. As a mentor, he has touched the lives of countless individuals. In them a passion for learning and a drive for success. It is with great honor and gratitude that we extend our heartily welcome to you, sir. We are also privileged to have with us Professor Anil Kumar K. Sir, the Director, Administration, Students and Faculty Affairs. Sir's exceptional talent and steadfast determination combined with a deep understanding the evolving landscape of education makes him an invaluable asset to our college. Sir, with open arms, we welcome you to be a part of this event. And we also extend our warmest welcome to Professor Harindran K. Sir, the Principal of Kerala Law Academy Law College, Professor Anil Kumar G. Sir, Vice Principal of Kerala Law Academy Law College, Professor Dr. Ajita Nair L. Ma'am, Head of the Department, Kerala Law Academy Law College, Dr. Dakshina Saraswati Ma'am, Associate Professor and General Secretary of Kerala Law Academy Moot Court Society, and Assistant Professors of Kerala Law Academy Law College, Vasha G. Nair Ma'am, Shakti Prabha M. Sir, Subin Chako Matthew Sir, and Shibin M. I. Sir for their dedication and unwavering support. Now, I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome all other faculty conveners, student conveners, my dear students, and all the participants, IT team, technical staff, and student moderators, Matthew and Nandana Menon, for their contributions. Your enthusiasm and true dedication have made this event a resounding success. I hope the seminar will be a fruitful experience for everyone, and I welcome each and every one of you to this function. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir, for your warm and insightful words. We also extend a heartfelt welcome to you as a valued part of this event.
Now, it is with great honor that we welcome Dr. Danjivanto Pujitanju Sir, Assistant Professor, Associate Professor in Postgraduate Faculty of Law, University of Pajajaran, to this distinguished gathering. Sir is a leading expert in IT law and cybersecurity with 3 decades of experience. Sir has played a pivotal role in shaping Indonesia's ICT policies, contributing to key digital laws and advising top tech startups. A Fulbright scholar and a summa cum laude doctorate holder, is a renowned professor and author in the field of ICT law, inspiring many with his expertise and contributions. Sir, it is my privilege to have you with us today. Now, it is with great honor I invite you, sir, to deliver the valedictory address. Sir, please.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Greeting from Indonesia. Distinguished guests, prominent speakers, participants, and colleagues from across the globe. It is with profound gratitude and intellectual fulfillment that we gather here at the culmination of this remarkable international seminar. Over this long and insightful day, we have embarked on a journey into the complex and rapidly evolving realm of artificial intelligence and its intersection with law. We gather here not merely as observers, but as active participants, shaping the future of law in an era defined by artificial intelligence. We have listened to compelling presentations, engaged in robust debates, and forged meaningful connection. This seminar has illuminated the multifaceted challenges and opportunities artificial intelligence presents to our legal systems. We have explored into the details of artificial intelligence implication on legal practice, regulatory challenge, ethical consideration, and the future of jurisprudence in a rapidly evolving technological landscape. Our discussions underscore the urgent need for a collaborative and forward-thinking approach. We must strive to develop legal frameworks that not only responsive to artificial intelligence current state, but also adaptable to its future trajectories. This requires fostering interdisciplinary dialogue among legal experts, technologists, ethicists, and policymakers. The insight gained here will serve as a foundation of future research, policy development, and legal practice. We have witnessed the power of collective knowledge and the importance of international collaboration in addressing artificial intelligence complex challenges. Looking ahead, the seminar provided valuable insight into artificial intelligence anticipated evolution and its impact on the legal profession. Participants widely agree that artificial intelligence will remain an indispensable tool augmenting human capabilities rather than rendering them obsolete. We foresee enhanced productivity for legal professionals, enabling a focus on higher value tasks like strategic analysis and client management. The rise of the sophisticated artificial intelligence model, including agentic artificial intelligence capable of autonomous tasks, promises further transformation. Parallel to this, participants anticipate increased regulatory activity at national and international levels, driven by relentless technological advancement, sector-specific regulation, and harmonized global governance framework will likely emerge adapting as artificial intelligence evolves. Beyond practical and legal considerations, the seminar also addressed profound ethical dilemmas, bias, transparency, and accountability. While artificial intelligence potential to enhance access to justice for underserved population was celebrated, risks of empowering inequalities were acknowledged. Discussion on a job displacement emphasizes the need for reskilling initiatives, while underscoring the irreplaceable role of human oversight, empathy, and judgment in upholding legal values. Artificial intelligence is undeniably a force of change, bringing both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, it enhances efficiency in legal research, contract analysis, and judicial decision making. Artificial intelligence powered tools are revolutionizing how we interpret laws, predict case outcomes, and ensure access to justice. On the other hand, artificial intelligence raises fundamental legal and ethical concerns, bias in algorithms, accountability for artificial intelligence driven decisions, and the risk of diminishing human oversight in critical legal process. As we move forward, one thing is clear. Artificial intelligence must be regulated in a manner to balance innovation with legal safeguards. Governments, legal institutions, and technology experts must work together. Firstly, to develop robust artificial intelligence laws that ensure fairness, transparency, and accountability. Secondly, to strengthen data privacy regulations to protect individual rights in artificial intelligence driven world. Thirdly, to establish a global artificial governance mechanism to create harmonized standards across jurisdictions. Fourthly, to ensure artificial intelligence ethics and human rights remain at the core of artificial intelligence deployment in legal systems. In conclusion, this seminar has synthesized current knowledge, explore emerging challenges, and envisions to the future of artificial intelligence and law. We recognize artificial intelligence transformative potentials to reshape legal practice, enhance efficiency, and expand access to justice. Yet, we must confront its legal, ethical, and societal challenges with vigilance. The diverse perspective there highlight the complexity of unified global regulatory approach, necessitating ongoing dialogue. As we move forward, let us embrace artificial intelligence opportunities with enthusiasm and responsibility. Let us ensure its integration upholds justice and the rule of law. As Mr. William Gibson, one of the prominent author of science fiction, rightly noted, the future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. Our task is to ensure artificial intelligence benefits are equitably and ethically distributed. I also extend sincere gratitude to our distinguished speakers whose expertise enrich our understanding, our organizing committee whose tireless effort ensure success, our sponsors and partners for their invaluable support, and most importantly, to all participants for your active engagement. As we depart, let us remember the future of artificial intelligence and law is not perde pertin. It's ours to shape. Let us remain vigilant, thoughtful, and courageous in building legal landscape responsive to artificial intelligence challenges and reflective of our shared values. These international seminars mark a significant step in our collective journey. Let us continue navigating artificial intelligence legal landscape with wisdom, prudence, and an unwavering commitment to justice. By our collective efforts, ensure artificial intelligence become a powerful force for good in our world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful words and the warm address.
Today, we have the esteemed privilege of being in the presence of Dr. Nagaratna A. Ma'am, Associate Professor of Law at NLSIU, Bangalore, a gold medalist in BA LLB. Ma'am holds a PhD in medical negligence laws and is currently pursuing a postdoctorate in cybercrime investigation. With over 2 decades of teaching experience, Ma'am is a distinguished expert in criminal law, cyber law, and medical law, making invaluable contributions to legal academia and research. It is truly an honor to welcome Dr. Nagaratna A. Ma'am for the presidential address. Ma'am, please.
Thank you. Let me just share the slide. Please confirm if you're able to see the slide as well as if I'm audible.
Ma'am, you are audible.
Thank you. A very good evening to all the esteemed speakers and participants, delegates, my dear students. So I'm sure throughout this seminar, you'll be discussing on all the extremely important issues of AI and the law. And since it's a validity session, we might be repeating some of the points we've already discussed. But as we all know, we are talking about a technology which is extremely important because it has a lot of advantageous effects. So therefore, when we think about the law, we also should consider that law is framed in a manner in which it can get the maximum advantage of this technology. However, we all know that there are a lot of concerns that have also arose because of the usage of this technology. And that's what even speakers have been mentioning about. Most importantly, the possible abuse of this technology, especially its impact on data protection, privacy protection. So there are many other concerns, even including the authenticity of the results of using this technology, because often the AI technology's efficiency depends upon the kind of raw data I've fed. So therefore, it's also about the data which is driving this technology. Today, it's a summer break in South India, especially in Karnataka. All schools are almost closed. I had my nieces who come from, one has come from US, another from Mysore. So just asking them, the 11-year-old. So I asked them, can you give me one point of advantage and disadvantage of artificial intelligence? So one of them said, they can hear you when you're using. So they were raising concerns about privacy. The other child told it can even be addictive. Of course, it depends on the version of AI that we are talking about. At the same time, when it comes to the advantage, one of them said it can be very useful in fields like medical profession, definitely for healthcare. Today, in fact, AI are helping in better diagnosis, treatment, etc. On the other hand, a child who's just 11-year-old says, a human will have to do the least work. So this just sums up the good and bad things that we have with this technology. Especially as I was mentioning earlier, the whole concern is because, yes, it can hear you. It can be even used to conduct surveillance by the state. It can also be used by the industries in profiling consumers. So a lot of concerns like this, especially because we are talking about data today. Almost every country is coming up with data protection related framework. India has recently come with DPDP Act, and the rules have been recently, the draft rules have been recently notified also and has been put for public comments. Globally, also, every country is focusing more on coming up with the law through which you protect data. But on the other hand, we're talking about technology which is completely data dependent. When we say data, again, there are various versions of data, including the literary programs, software programs. So sometimes your data breach can also be an IPR, related IPR violation related legal concerns. So there are many other IPR related concerns that also comes up, especially as academicians. We all know that today most often we rely on AI versions such as ChatGPT, etc. And we've also seen cases where the output that came out because of using ChatGPT were questionable. There were cases in which cases quoted by ChatGPT turned out to be, the cases that never existed. So it's also about the concerns of the results you get when you use it, especially when children are using AI's versions like Alex, etc. The whole concern is about the child safety, because A few years back, we were seeing online crimes as more like a content-based crime, but because of the AI versions like Alexa, etc., it's becoming contact-based crimes. So there's also a concern that has come up with the extensive usage of AI. So therefore, of course, there is a challenge when you design the law. So, and the whole question is, should you have a law which should promote the use of AI? Should you have a law which should promote further, developments, innovations in this field? Of course, we need that because as I've been mentioning, and we all know it's very advantageous. But how do we also prevent the abuse of this? So therefore, I think we need a law framework which is either newly designed or which is already existing, but use it in a manner in which you can prevent the abuse of technology and at the same time, you can also promote the usage of this technology. In fact, this was the approach we adopted in the year 2008 when India amended its Information Technology Act. Though the initial, the parent legislation, as we call it as the Indian Information Technology Act of 2000 focused more on expanding the usage of ICT technology for e-commerce and e-governance. But in the year 2008, when we amended the law, we ensured that the abusive, forms of this technology is regulated. So should we then extend a similar approach when it comes to, say, AI? So then again, the related questions are, then should we frame a law similar to IT Act, which has the dual objective, as I just mentioned, of promoting technologies usage and preventing or regulating technologies abuse? Or should we have a totally new law with a different approach? Or should we just integrate the existing law with new ones? So which means, you have a combination of old and the new laws. So these are the questions that we need to keep in mind when we think of designing a law for any legal system, including India. Or should we just, go ahead with whatever law you have, be it Information Technology Act, or earlier, of course, you had IPC, which is now Bharatiya Sannyam, or CRPC has now become Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, BNSS. And if you have glanced through the BNS, today we've inserted a lot of provisions into BNS through which you can regulate the abusive forms of technology. So should we just extend that also to the AI domain? Similarly, when you see BNSS, Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, it now ensures that you make the advantageous use of this technology for crime investigation, regulation, prevention, so much so that in fact the new BNSS says you can conduct the entire criminal proceedings on electronic platforms. So it's nothing but again making the most use of the electronic technology. So should that be the approach by way of extending the existing law? Or let's assume if it's a concern of data privacy, can we just extend the contract law? I know, for example, you can probably have clauses like non-disclosure agreements, etc. Or do we just extend DPDP Act to even AI? Or like when it comes to, say, auto-driven cars, do we just extend our, Motor Vehicles Act? So these are the questions. Or should we just have a combination of all of this? Some set of new laws, some set of old laws, and some set of laws which are a combination of the two, because we are talking about a technology which can change its form any time in any manner. Maybe it's new versions we are not even able to apprehend today. So for example, a few years back we were not even talking about deep fakes, but today it's a reality, right? So therefore there can be new versions. So therefore you should have a space in your law where you can create new laws which can prevent the abusive forms of new versions of this technology. Again, when we talk about regulating the abuse of this technology, the whole question is, how do we do this? Should we just extend the civil liability related legal framework? So where just the wrongdoers are just made to pay compensation. Now this might be helpful, especially in imposing liability upon the manufacturer of this device, who might manufacture this device, but then the user is different or the distributor is different. So this helps in extending liability, even which is in form of, say, strict liability, absolute liability, vicarious liability, right? So I may not have deliberately misused the technology, but if my auto-driven car injures someone, as a owner, should I be held liable strictly? These are just the questions I'm opening up for debate or thinking over. So though I'm not concluding with any, or should we extend the criminal liability aspect. As I was mentioning earlier, if it is civil liability, we can always extend our conventional principles of civil laws, like the liability for negligently, manufacturing this, negligently using this, or only because I've been using it, can I just be absolutely liable by extending the principle of absolute liability? Or because I'm using it, what if I get affected because of its usage? Do you then impose the extend the principle of voluntary non-fit injuria? I think on these lines we have to think when we are framing the new versions of law to tackle these new versions of technology. But the whole question is, even if you're extending civil liability, how do you calculate damages? I'll come to that in a while. But when we talk about extending criminal liability, again, like how I was mentioning about conventional civil law principles, should we extend conventional criminal law principles? Like if I'm using AI-based tool and that results in an injury to another, so do you look for my mens rea in form of intention, knowledge, or dishonestly or fraudulently? No, all these are the various forms of mens rea. Is it like any other conventional crime that you have to focus on proving these? Or you look for my actus reus, like how I use that tool, etc. Or do you look for both? Because in criminal law, unless both actus reus and mens rea are there, I can't be held liable. So this is nothing but just extending traditional principles of criminal liability. But then when we are coming up with a law through which you criminalize the abusive forms of technology, we should also keep in mind the factors of criminalization. What are you going to achieve when you criminalize something? Are you going to prevent harm? So this is where you're looking at the factor of harm as a factor of criminalization. Or are you like criminalizing it because the society requires its prohibition or its regulation? So that is about the public opinion or the societal concerns. So again, so factors of criminalization can be kept in mind when we design the law to regulate abusive forms of AI. Or should we keep in mind sentencing principle? In that case, you should also look into the objectives of punishments. Now, I think this is a whole issue that has today come up, especially in the domain of cyber laws. So someone who's very good in cyber technology, if ends up abusing his skill, etc., when we imprison him, if you see the way we administer prison in countries like India, the kind of work that is being made, the inmates are made to work are still conventional, like printing, tailoring, etc. But if they are technically skilled, should I punitive approach look into extracting their skill in getting the beneficial effects of their skill in the prison? So on these lines, I think even our prison administration should rethink about the way you handle prison inmates. I'm talking about, again, someone who's been held guilty under IT Act or the new versions of the laws. Now, should you confer the legal personality to some of the versions of AI, like the robots? In fact, some of the countries have also started giving citizenship. When we talk about legal personality, this is where someone gets not just the rights under the law, but also duties under the law. So is this one view of, like, again, extending the legal obligation upon what you recognize as AI-based entity? Or should we just extend the liability to corporates? So when we talk about the damages, especially under the civil law or the compensation under the criminal law, especially now that the new versions of criminal law from 2010 onwards in India, what we've seen is that the criminal laws have also started focusing on compensating the victim, the aggrieved. So how do you calculate the compensation? How do you calculate the damages? So that will remain to be a very complicated question for the law or the law enforcement agencies. Or, as I said, extend the other laws like contractual laws. So therefore, I think the questions are many, but solutions lies in probably a combination of all of this. To the extent suitable and necessary, extend the conventional principles of laws, be it civil law, criminal law, whatever, contractual law. To the extent necessary, come up with new principles of law so that you have new provisions of law. But still the challenges are many, because as I said earlier, the new versions of AI technology we're still not seeing. So we don't know how good this would be, how bad this would be. So the laws of tomorrow probably should be kept so widely worded, definitely not vague, but widely worded, that you'll be able to take care of the concerns concerns that can come tomorrow. Because framing a law every time the technology changes, I think is very impractical, because this is a technology that keeps changing every day, and law obviously cannot be amended on everyday basis. So therefore, having a wider law, of course, with a meaningful objective, can be one of the solution, so that you would be able to interpret that legal provision to the scenario that comes up before you. So therefore, I think this is a domain where we also require the involvement of other stakeholders, like technical experts, even when it comes to investigation, forensic experts, even when it comes to making the law, people who understand both the technical as well as legal aspects. So unless we give a techno-legal approach in enhancing the utilization and preventing the abuse, I think the law might fail. Now, apart from whatever I've just said, there are many other concerns that have to be considered when you're framing the law, especially, as I said, the pace with which this technology is changing, is advancing. So that should be kept in mind when we make a law. And most importantly, we're talking about technology that has no geographical boundaries. As we all know, jurisdiction continues to be a concern. Of course, at the European level, Western level, you have conventions through which cyber crimes can be regulated, like the Budapest Convention or the European Convention on Cyber Crime. But when you see, especially the East, especially the Southeast part of the world, so here is where we are struggling a lot to regulate cybercrime, because we're not a party to most of these big international conventions or regional conventions. So therefore, jurisdiction continues to be a challenge for us. Also, when I say jurisdiction, it's also about the data that is stored elsewhere in the other country. How do we access this data when a need to access it comes, especially in the course of investigating crime? I think this is where developing countries, especially from South East Asia, are struggling and trying to resolve this. Of course, UN is currently designing a law that can better suit all these conflicting interests of multiple countries, but there's a long way to go. I think it's also about how we use this technology. As long as we are not responsibly using this technology, law can hardly help us, especially when there is a crisis. And the best example, I'm sure all of us are aware of, is what is happening across the world. Even in India, a lot of people have started using Ghibli to create their new versions of digital images. But we think about which company is this, which is giving you this service. Is that company having some cyber security related policy? Especially, has it assured you data privacy? So without thinking all this, we just went on using this kind of AI based tools. So sometimes I think we should do that, cross check on as to what we're using, how we are using, is its use inevitable? Now, even if it is just for fun that you're using, is it worth taking the risk? So I think unless we are careful, law can only do the minimum, because most often, whether you want or not, law takes a reactive approach. Something goes wrong and then you have a law. And that was in fact the reason why 2008 amendment took place in India. Like because of the Mumbai terror attack that happened in 2008 is the reason why we had to amend our Information Technology Act and shift its approach from encouraging e-commerce and e-governance to that of regulating cybercrime. So we don't want such a scenario when it comes to, say, artificial intelligence. Of course, we want the best usage of this technology, but unless we take care of like how do we use it, to what extent we use it, and especially the ethical concerns, etc. If unless taken care of, I think any law can fail. And especially when we talk about, say, designing solutions, etc., platforms like this are crucial, where academicians like us, the teachers, the students, and experts from different places, make the best usage of platform like this, a virtual platform, and share our thoughts. I think academic programs like this can also, go a long way in coming up with solutions that can tomorrow probably become the reason for some changes in the law or some writings in this field. Thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to hear more from the other speakers. Thank you once again.
We are deeply grateful for your insightful words and extend our sincere appreciation for your presence, ma'am.
Thank you.
Gratitude is a mark of a noble and refined character. From the bottom of my heart, I welcome Shivin Sir, Assistant Professor, Kerala Law Academy Law College. It is my privilege to invite a remarkable legal expert and dedicated educator. With Sir's profound knowledge and a passion for shaping future legal minds, he has been a guiding force for many. With immense pleasure and joy, I would like to invite Shibin sir to deliver the vote of thanks to this valedictory session. Sir, please.
Thank you, Matthew. Most respected Dr. Dantrivanto Puttichanto, sir, Associate Professor, University of Pajajaran, Dr. N. Nagaratna, ma'am, University NLSIU, Bengaluru. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Everyone are requested to wait a minute. That's a technical issue.
Fine. Pardon, and sorry for the technical issue. Am I audible?
Yes,
sir.
Yes. Most respected Dantrivanto Puttichanto, sir, Associate Professor, University of Pajajaran, Dr. N. Nagaratna, ma'am, Associate Professor, Law, NLSIU, Bengaluru, Advocate Nagaraj Narayan, sir, Director, Kerala Law Academy Law College, and Member of Bar Council, Kerala, Professor Anil Kumar K, sir, Director, Administration, Student Affairs, and Faculty Affairs,
and other distinguished invitees, teachers, participants, and my dear students, a warm welcome to one and all present here. It is my honor to deliver the vote of thanks at this valedictory session of the 25th International Seminar on the Artificial Intelligence and the Law, Navigating the Legal Landscape in the Age of Artificial Intelligence, put forward by Kerala Law Academy Law College and Center for Advanced Legal Studies and Research, along with IQAC KA. As I move on with the formal vote of thanks, first I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. Dandrivanto Buddhajando Sir, Associate Professor, University of Padjajaran, for delivering the valedictory address and bringing our event to a close. Your thought-provoking words have not only summarized the key takeaways from our discussions, but have also inspired us to take an action and make a positive impact. We are deeply grateful for your presence, sir, expertise, and valuable insights. Thank you, sir, for being an integral part of our event and for leaving us with a lasting impression. Next, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Dr. N. Nagaratna ma'am, Associate Professor Law, NLSIU Bengaluru. Ma'am, your insightful perspectives on the topic provided valuable context and enhanced our understanding. Your words have been beautifully framed the purpose and significance of today's event, creating a sense of anticipation for the knowledge sharing that awaits. I extend sincere thanks to you, ma'am, for your esteemed contribution. Now, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Advocate Nagaraj Narayan, Director of Kerala Law Academy Law College and member of the Bar Council of Kerala. Your leadership and expertise have been instrumental in shaping the next generation of legal professionals. Under your guidance, Kerala Law Academy has become a prestigious institution renowned for its academic excellence and commitment to legal education. Thank you, sir, for your tireless efforts and dedication to the field of law. Your contributions are truly appreciated. Then, I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to Professor Anil Kumar K. Sir, Director, Administration, Student and Faculty Affairs, the Kerala Law Academy Law College, whose prudent leadership and resolute support have cultivated an atmosphere conducive to creativity and intellectual conversation between our students and profound professionals in the legal field. Thank you, sir, for your relentless dedication to the advancement and prosperity of our institution. Now, I would like to express my gratitude to Professor Harindran K. Sir, the Principal of Kerala Law Academy Law College, Professor Anil Kumar G. Sir, Vice Principal Kerala Law Academy Law College, Professor Dr. Ajiza Nair L. Ma'am, Head of Department of Kerala Law Academy Law College, Dr. Dakshina Saraswati Ma'am, Associate Professor and General Secretary of KLA MCS. Now, I would like to thank Assistant Professor Varsha G. Nair Ma'am, Shakti Prabha M. Sir, Subin Chako Matthew Sir, and Giridhar V. Sir for the tireless efforts and support and their dedication. I must also take a moment to express my sincere appreciation to our dynamic student anchors, Matthew and Nandana Menon, whose effortless moderation has contributed greatly to the smooth flow of this valedictory session. And at last, not the least, I would like to take this moment to acknowledge the tireless effort of our technical and non-technical administrative staff, student conveners, and IT team. Your hard work, often behind the scenes, has ensured the flawless execution of our seminars. Finally, to all our participants and attendees, a heartfelt thank you. Your enthusiasm and active engagement is what makes events like these so impactful. We look forward to the insightful discussions and exchanges that will undoubtedly enrich our understanding of this event. With that, I sincerely thank everyone who has contributed making this session a success. Let us continue to explore, learn, and grow together as we navigate this evolving field. Thank you everyone for your patience.
Thank you so much, sir, for expressing your heartfelt vote of thanks to this valedictory session. I also take this opportunity to extend my gratitude towards you for your contributions, sir.
In every step of legal learning, a brighter future takes form.
Indeed, Nandana, that is exactly what took place in today's virtual dais, where we have accomplished another outstanding step towards grasping the dynamics of artificial intelligence.
With this, we conclude our 25th International Seminar on Artificial Intelligence and the Law, Navigating the Legal Landscape in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. I extend a profound gratitude to Advocate Nagaraj Narayanan Sir, Director, the Kerala Law Academy Law College, for orchestrating this eminent opportunity and imparting strategic wisdom that has fostered a collaborative milieu conducive to teamwork and holistic growth. Acknowledgement is duly conveyed to Professor Anil Kumar Kesar, Director, Administration Students and Faculty Affairs, the Kerala Law Academy Law College, whose unwavering determination and motivational fortitude have been instrumental in elevating the institution to unparalleled pinnacles of success. Utmost respect is reserved for Professor Harindran Kesar, the Principal, Kerala Law Academy Law College. Gratefulness due to Professor Anil Kumar Ji, Sir, Vice Principal, the Kerala Law Academy Law College. Gratitude is extended to Professor Dr. Ajidan Nair Elmam, Head of the Department, Kerala Law Academy Law College. Subsequently, I would also like to offer my deepest thanks to our faculty conveners, Dr. Dakshina Saraswati Ma'am, Associate Professor and General Secretary, Kerala Law Academy, Mutkud Society, Varsha Ji Ma'am, Shakti Prabha M. Sir, Subin Chaku Matthew Sir, Assistant Professors of Kerala Law Academy Law College, for their guidance and support. We extend our heartfelt thanks to our diligent student conveners. Your enthusiasm is the essence of this event's success. A special appreciation to our incredible IT team, technical staff, and participants, non-teaching and teaching staffs for their tireless efforts in making this event a resounding triumph. On behalf of the Kerala Law Academy Law College, I extend warmest wishes to each of you for the continued success and excellence in all your future pursuits.
With that, this is Matthew and co-anchor Nandana signing off. Thank you and have a pleasant evening.
Before we drop the curtain for this resplendent event, I request all of you to join us for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, sir.